Well, who would have thought 134 years ago, a simple trade of a train ticket for a furniture store and funeral home here in Dietrich, that things would still be thriving. Someone who is quite thankful for that transaction is Alex Wright, Vice President here at Wright's Furniture. Thank you for having us.
Well, thanks for joining us today.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the history of Wright's Furniture. Who knew that that's how things came to be here in Dietrich?
Well, yeah, about 134 years ago, the Eiffel Tower was just opened. Vincent van Gogh put his final touch on Starry Night, and Wright's Furniture and Flooring was born. So the story goes, 134 years ago, my great-grandfather, G.W. Wright, was interested in land in Arkansas, because at that time it was very cheap or free land just to be homestead. So he had a train car right out here in Dietrich and loaded up all his worldly possessions, and the furniture store owner at that time, mind you, Dietrich wasn't even founded yet, the furniture store owner at that time approached him and said, I want to go to Arkansas, I'll buy my furniture store and I'll take your train car. And he said, well, I'm interested, but you have to convince the local furniture or funeral home parlor to sell to me as well. Because back then they built their own furniture, and kind of caskets and woodworking kind of went hand in hand. So the story goes at the 11th hour, Wright's Furniture and Flooring and Funeral Home was born.
Well, and now look at Wright's Furniture,
it's a little different today.
And how things have evolved. Whatever happened with the funeral home?
That was sold off a couple years ago.
Okay,
so, yeah.
Okay. But we're talking furniture today.
That's
here
right.
in Dietrich. How have things evolved over the years? I mean, this space is massive. It's you don't even understand how big it is until you step foot inside.
Yeah, so our Dietrich location is about 50,000 square feet. Originally it was that kind of section over there, but what we're in now used to be a lumber yard. So back in the early 90s, there was a new industrial park here in Dietrich, and the lumber yard and the furniture store agreed, we both want to expand. One of us will build a building in the industrial park, and the other will enter the space, and one of us will move out there, and the other will enter, just take up both spaces here. So Wright's built the Niebrigi lumber building where it is now and moved into this showroom, so that brought us up to about 50,000 square feet.
Wow, and there is a lot to see here inside Wright's Furniture. You know, a lot of times local businesses, it's hard owning and operating and maintaining a business over years, but then we're talking 134 years. So what do you attribute the success and longevity to?
The great team that we're able to build. We're big believers in, if you can hire the right people, no pun intended, that good things are going to happen. So we have an amazing team here that really brings everything to life. The showroom, the delivery team, the sales team, the office team. Everybody on the Wright's team makes it special. All
right, well, something else special in appreciation of the history here at Wright's Furniture in Dietrich. You have a special sale coming up. We're going to talk about that here a little bit later, but in the meantime, if you want to learn about Wright's Furniture here in Dietrich, a little bit more about their history and what they have going on here, we'll connect you at CILiving.tv after today's show. We do appreciate Wright's Furniture for sponsoring our segment this afternoon.